Hey everybody, Goldie here, and today we're taking a look at these new Feud perks. These change feud by feud for this month at least. I don't know what the future holds, but I thought what I would do is take a look at the perks that we use this week and kind of make a list of people I think would be benefiting the most. Now, I do want to put out a disclaimer. This is just my opinion. Just because they're not on the list doesn't mean they're not good, right? There's 500 some characters in the game. Your girl is bound to miss a couple, all right? So don't be in my comments like, why didn't you name so-and-so? Because I forgot they existed, because they're probably not on my roster or I don't use them, right? That doesn't mean that they're bad. So if there's somebody at the end of this video that I don't mention, please respectfully inform me in the comments of the YouTube video so I can kind of wax poetic about the builds. But I'm going to do two different videos here. The first is going to be who benefits from yellow gem and reinforced gem damage. The second video is going to be strikers that are still effective without black gem damage. Another thing I want to clarify, I'm not really taking these fill bonuses into account. I'm strictly looking at the perks. So there are going to be some sleepers. Like, I'm not going to talk about Ghostbuster Cena, right? But if you put him in the bottom row with them 3 more countdown gems, you could be putting in work. I don't use him. I don't enjoy him. That doesn't make him bad. But please keep that in mind as well. All right. Yellow gems do 200% more damage. Reinforced gems do 200% more damage. You don't get an MP boost to start, so probably going to be looking at some of these builds here. But alas, drum roll, the list. Da 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 da. Let's start at the top. Apollo Creed from Rocky 4. You could very well do the Pin Me set. You could also do triple yellow. You could also do the drip plate. Now, just because your starting MP is -10 doesn't mean you can't load the move, right? So you could easily do double black and pray for a 5 match. You could do the pyro gems and the finisher, and then use the finisher to pick off black gems to get everything loaded, because once it's loaded, it's fine. It's just a matter of it starting at 1. So don't use a black MP trainer. It's not going to work. Maybe. No, you can get 9 MP on a start, and yeah, so they nerfed that entirely. But don't feel like you can't use black moves, right? It's just the starting MP. You can load them afterwards. I know a lot of people love Apollo with the Piper plate. The yellow gem damage being 200%. Anybody that uses that Piper Niven ultimate plate is probably going to smack. Again, probably missing some people on my list. Doesn't mean you can't use them. So Apollo Creed, definitely a good shout. Carmelo Hayes. I believe he is a CSS this weekend. I can't remember the last time I used him. But he's got this triple yellow set. I know a lot of people will probably do the red move damage, low charge, stun. That's totally fine. But his submission leaves behind reinforced gems. The Fedora Frog Splash increasing yellow gem damage and then turning reinforced into yellow. So there's 400% to those yellow gems because their reinforce is off the rip. If you want to use a Rhonda's jacket plate to add another 100%, by all means. But I know a lot of people are probably going to do this, which is also just as effective. But don't forget that he has a reinforced build. A bit of a sleeper pick, probably, because I don't think a lot of people use him, myself included. Level 69 club. Captain Lou. Triple yellow. I don't know what this goes to at 6-star. But increase your yellow gem damage for 2 turns. Make 3 columns, or whatever this scales to, into immobiles. And then turn immobiles into yellow. So not only are you boosting the gem damage yourself, you're getting the 200% from perks. That could be fun. I don't even got to search for him because I use him all the time. Hall of Fame Sandy. I can say his name on mine, but the yellow gem damage with the nightmare plate. That's going to be stupid. It's going to be stupid. Do you have the moment? Does the moment help? It kind of helps. Do you have the gears? Those definitely help. Ooh, yeah. He's going to smack. Hall of Fame Sean with the Hunter's Medallion. Choose whatever. I guess you could do this if you're using the Hunter's Medallion. Destroy 4 random green gems. Increase your gem damage by, I don't remember how much, because I don't have it equipped. I swear to you I prepared. I swear to you I prepared, and then I still can't find things. 100% for 2 turns, and you could stack the F out of that, depending on how many green gems are on the board. So Hall of Fame Sean, gonna be strong. Powerhouse Kevin Owens getting a bit of a resurgence. Not that he needed it, but the Sheriff's Badge plate exists. So another one of those plates where anybody that can use it and spit out 30 random yellow gems at 200% more damage, by all means. Titan plate. The no MP to start does kind of hurt. You may want to consider not using the blast gem move, and maybe starting with yellow MP, Kofi and Cena, and then get everything loaded that way and then swipe. Again, might want to consider it. I know NWO Perfect exists. I know Santa Hogan exists, but that will still leave you 1 short because of the missing Universal MP. So maybe thinking about running him with the double yellows instead of the blast. LA Knight, yeah. Another one of them pyro plate guys. Triple yellow. Put out your pyro gems plus bonus damage for every pyro gem, and then pick them off with the BFT finisher. Again, pyro plate should be strong. Ministry of Darkness Undertaker. This is the one where I have to type it in because I don't own him. I really wish I did. I'm very close. 205, that's close, right? But hey, I know a lot of people are like, finisher damage, this guy's insane. In terms of yellow gem damage, though, we have a move at 6-star that is locked, therefore I can't look at it. Choose 2 columns to make it a multiply gems of strength 9. You could run it triple purple and just blow everything up and then place the yellow gems in with the Nightmare plate. You could also bring in the finisher to recycle. That is an option. Bit of a sleeper. And this is a character that Dorothy runs into in Feud all the time and gets her ass handed to her every goddamn time. Somebody that I need to build. A bit of a sleeper here. Reinforced gem damage. I did want to include some free-to-play options. There's not a lot on this list. But reinforce, I know people are probably thinking Priest with the Bulldogs bracers and the Sheriff's Badge plate. I am very curious as to how that looks. The submission leaves reinforces. You turn the reinforces into red. You could also do the double black. Again, black MP, not something you're starting with. But if you have them 5-star, maybe consider starting with the power bomb, make 1 random gem into black gems, and then getting the black moves loaded that way. If you're using Mutant Priest in this feud, please hit me up in the Discord server because I really am curious about that character. Professor G's favorite character in the entire game, Showboat Nakamura. Remember when they were quote-unquote nerfed? Remember when they were quote-unquote nerfed? And everyone complained, and it turns out they were actually better. Yeah, might be a good option here. Recycles with the flying kick and the inverted exploder suplex. Bonus damage for every yellow gem. Should be fun. Not that Bill Rieger needed a boost to his yellow gems. What does his gears even do? I don't have them. Yeah, like, he didn't need any of this, but Bill Rieger with both gears, Hunter Medallion, and Piper Plate is gonna be stupid. Like, he's hitting 60 mil before all of that stuff. If you want to be so bold as to do that, if you want to be so bold with Striker Drew, double stack the pyros and make it just insane. Insane. Let me know how hard you guys hit for with this guy, because he's going to be stupid. Maybe another sleeper pick, and I don't have the moment personally for him. Let's go ahead and see if we could find it. But Rosie. Leech Gem's doing 400% more damage. His Leech Gems are yellow. And they come from Pyro Gems. Now, I know middle lane, it's like, ooh, Trap Gems, shiny objects. You might want to consider the double yellow with the Leech Gems into yellow. You get, if you have the moment maxed out at 6-star, 400% to the Leech Gems. You're getting 200% to the yellow gems from the Feud perks. And then the Piper Plate is adding, what, 500%? 600%. Because you get the yellow gem damage by 500 and all of your gem damage. So, like, Rosie's going to be gross. Rosie is going to be gross. Please inform me. Please inform me if you use him as well. Where would this character be under Bulldog? Showboat Bulldog, another one of those Bulldog's Bracers Sheriff's Badge plates. Again, a character that I have not built. I will be building him on Dorothy's account because she pulled him, thank God. Reinforce into red, call him into reinforce, 3 into yellow. So you could do that. Again, it's not so much the yellow gem damage here as the reinforced gem damage. And with the Bulldog Plate and Sheriff's Badge spitting out the yellows afterwards, I think is going to be clutch for a lot of people. And I know a lot of people took that plate in the event. One of my absolute free-to-play favorites, Tech Lex. The normal setup is this, but the alt setup would be 5x1 into snowfalls, make snowfalls into red, increase yellow gem damage, double red MP trainers to get loaded, and then there isn't a plate for snowfalls. Maybe we get one at some point. Fingers crossed. If you have him 6-star, you could also do the Bear Hug submission with a Rhonda's Jacket plate to boost the yellow gems even further. For the Super Whales, and by that, I mean me. And by that, I mean you don't have to be a whale to have this character. But Tech Rock, Shardless Recruit. Again, a character I have not built. Finisher at 6-star bronze base is a 1.8 mil. Make 40 X breaks into yellow. You have a move that does bonus damage for X breaks, increase your green MP, and then a sharp shooter submission. Could do the Rhonda's Jacket plate as well. A character I need to build. I also need to build Cora Jade for that because she's 2 yellow MP and X break gems. But he should be fun. He's move damage, sub damage, gem damage, all smushed into one character. And then going back to a crowd favorite, Bobby Lashley. I run him triple yellow because I'm a degenerate. But choose a 4x7 to make into reinforce. Choose a 4x1 to make into snowfalls, which turn everything yellow. Make 4 snowfall into red, which recycles. 400% yellow gem damage. Bulldog's Bracers, I think, will give you an extra 25% on that. So I can see a lot of people going to Lashley. Now, again, that's not an all-inclusive list. I'm sure I have missed some people, but that was more of an initial scan. Didn't do much of a deep dive, but please let me know if any of these characters are in your lineup, how you plan on running them. Who didn't I name with yellow gem damage and reinforced gem damage? I may have made a glaring omission, and I'm human, right? Like I said, there's over 500 characters. The game just crashed, and I can only name so many at a time. But let me know who you plan on using. Any other questions, comments, concerns regarding Feud. Stay tuned. I will have a second video talking about striker options using these perks. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch. Be sure to like, share with your friends, and subscribe so you're notified when my next gameplay video comes out. Thank you again for watching. and thank you for being a friend.